this episode, we're going to actually do a post that was posted about being disabled and safety. First, you guys all know that I always wear hoodies. You guys seen them, and I picked these out because these can be seen in the dark. They're fluorescent, headlights see them, and the car knows that you're on the sidewalk pushing your wheelchair. So, because I have a black chair, I always wear light colors at night. Okay. We're outside now, and you want to make sure and just to be aware of your surroundings. Look around, see if you see anybody that is walking on the opposite side of the street and which direction they are walking in. Okay, you see the car that's passing us right now. You make sure that they don't circle back around, and they're keeping an eye on you because they think that you're in a wheelchair and that you're an easy target. Every once in a while you want to turn around, look behind you, make sure there's no one following you that started walking after you started pushing. And just keep an eye. There's a dark spot over there, there's no light. Make sure there's nobody in the shadows. We're coming up to a street, an intersection with a field. You want to make sure that there's no one in there, that they could be hiding in the shrubs. And again, you're looking still in the shadows. Make sure that you're not being followed. Again, turning around, looking behind you. And now you're seeing a car coming up towards you. And they see us because we are in the light colors. Okay, now we're on the main street here in town, and you need to be aware of your surroundings. It's busy, there's people over there walking, and you just have to be aware of your surroundings. Still look in the shadows, be aware of people that are walking on the other side of the street, which we don't have any right now. And still, every so often, look behind you. Okay, now we're going into a parking lot. There's cars around. You want to make sure that there's no one in between the cars. You can look and make sure that you don't see anybody. And you see the corner of the building here that we're going to be going by. You never want to take your chair up right next to the building. You always want to go around the building with space between you and the building, so if somebody was right there, they can't grab you. And still you're staying away from the car. Looking behind you still. There's a dumpster there. You don't want to get too close to the dumpster. You got parked cars here, so you don't want to go too close to them. And if you are a concealed carry person, make sure you have your weapon easily accessible when walking or pushing at night. If you remember, we did a safety one last week video on holsters, and that's available at the website Criptaedo.com or the Facebook page or the YouTube page. Okay, so we're at our destination, and you see this is a well-lit area, so you're pretty much not safe, but safer than you would be in a dark area. But you still don't go up close. You know, you still want to obey your safety rules. There's people over there, and we gotta watch what they're doing. So you just keep your eye on them, and everything's cool. We stopped and talked to two friends on the way back home, and one of the other waitresses came out to talk to them, and She didn't even notice me standing there. And it's ironic that I got neon fluorescent green on. And I started talking and it startled her. She's like, "Oh, Paul, I didn't even see you." So that's just goes to show you that you got to pay attention to more of your surroundings. Okay, coming up to a parking lot again. Residential parking lot. Oh, and there are apartments behind where I live. And like we said earlier, we want to be safe going around parking lots because you never know who or what is hiding somewhere. And there's the parking lot with all the cars. Okay, we got people over there. We got to make sure that they're across the street and keep an eye on them if we don't know what they're doing. Check behind you. Okay, yeah, we're going back down to our house and it's not very lit. And again, you want to make sure your surroundings. You got to check the same spots that you did last time because you've been gone for a certain length of time. 2 or 3 years ago, one of my neighbors, this is a retirement type area, a lot of older people, and old neighbor, they are both in the nursing home now, but they came home and kids were vandalizing their house. And so we've been watching for that since then. Okay, and we're still looking behind us about, every once in a while, like once a minute or something like that. Whatever, actually it's up to your discretion. There's no set rule. It's just whatever you feel comfortable with. Just keep on turning your head side to side, looking around, don't be focused on one thing. Project confidence. I know where I am. I'm secure. I have confidence in where I'm at, in my abilities. You never want to portray that you're weak or insecure or the victim. You don't want to be the victim. You want to portray, I'm confident, I'm looking around, I'm aware of my surroundings. That's the main thing. If you have an iPod or a phone that plays music and you're in an unfamiliar area, you don't want to be doing that because you don't want to, that distracts you from your surroundings. You're listening to the audiobook or the music or the podcast, and that distracts you from your surroundings and you become more of the victim then. Okay, in reviewing, you want to wear light clothes. Depending on if your chair is light color, it would help. Amy, my wife, she has a chair that actually glows in the dark. It's pretty cool. And just remember to be aware of your surroundings. Act confident. Don't portray that you're the victim, you're the weak person. Thanks for liking the video and sharing it. Check us out on the other videos if you haven't seen them, and up there somewhere, subscribe. You get all the videos. And thank you for watching.